There once was a stock that put to sea. The name of the stock was GME. The price blew up and the shorts dipped down. Hold my bully boys, hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when Ryan Cohen joined the board. The captain called all hands and swore he'll take his shares and hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Before the news had hit the market, Wall Street bets came up and bought it. With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. No deals were cut, no shorts were squeezed. The captain's mind was not on greed, but he belonged to the artist's creed. He took the risk to hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. For 40 days or even more, the stock went up, then down once more. All gains were lost, it was looking poor, but still those traders did hold. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. As far as I've heard, the fight's still on. The short's not squeezed and the game's not won. The tendy man makes his regular call to encourage the captain, crew, and all. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Soon may the tendy man come to send a rocket into the sun. One day when the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Oh, I bid farewell to my monthly paycheck, and I gambled it all on a GME bet. To hold with the boys and ignore calls to sell until we have given the hedgies all hell. And the tendies and diamonds are filling my mind. I'll search for the moon and pay losses no mind. I fear not the hedgie, I fear not his greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Plot a course off to Mars from the orbit of Moon, to a place where my gains grew along with my crew. It's not about greed, no, I tell to my best, but sending a message to Wall Street the pest. As the words of their dread fill the space of my ears, they're crying like children, their saltiest tears. My heart fills with joy, then it's bigger than we. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Oh, for sure they will learn that there is consequence for playing with markets for his needs and ends. But when Reddit investors used their tricks on them, they screamed and they shouted while we bought again. As the sights of the rage filled the space in my eyes, for they duped us, but they won't escape us this time. We're this far from winning, this far from their greed. I remember the hodlers, will they think of me when we make all our millions to spite the hedgie? Now that I'm staring down on the feds and the rich, I'm not sure what I want, but I don't think it's this. As my brothers stand in the raging typhoon, I hold on to my shares as they launch towards the moon. As the Tales of huddlers live forever in my mind as I fulfill the dreams that they once tried to find. I look from the moon with the stars within reach. I remember Wall Street bets and they think of me. For our stocks with the moonshot forever will be. I remember the fallen and they think of me. For the hedges shall crumble and fall to their knees. If tomorrow all the gains were gone, I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my stimulus and wife. I thank my lucky stars to be trading here today, 'cause we all still hold our calls and shares, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets. From the floor in New York City to accounts on Fidelity, from the house of your wife's boyfriend, you just tried to make him see. From you deep fucking value and your own portfolio, where there's tendies in every artist's gut, and it's time we buy and hold. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets. And I'm proud to be an artist, 'cause at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the paper hands who sold their GME. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and invest with no regrets, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this sport. Mods bless the Wall Street bets.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? It is Wednesday, May 5th, 2021. I'm Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. So, today we're doing the show from Stock Exchange. And that's because it's a pretty average day. Well, according to the indexes, but on my watch list, there's a lot of red, but according to the indexes, it was an okay day. A lot of green, a lot of red. I'm down today, so I hope you guys had better luck. But no big deal. Not too bad, not too bad. So, Got a great show for you guys today. Not too much going on with the news, but a lot of popular stocks we got to get to. Some meme stocks, on the subreddit. Everyone's talking about it. We're going to talk about Peloton. A lot of movement today on Peloton, so we're going to do like a kind of a quick due diligence. Not really, but I'm going to give you guys my opinion on Peloton and the current situation and if you should buy or what. Then we're going to talk about Rocket Mortgage, or Rocket Company, I should say. That's a meme stock that has been short squeezed a couple months ago, but it's a legitimate company. It's a financing company for your mortgage, so I wouldn't really call it a total meme stock. It has legit value in it. So a lot of apes, a lot of people on the subreddit really like the stock. A lot of apes like Rocket.
We like the stock.
Yes, we like the stock. Well, they like the stock. I think it's okay. I wouldn't say I like it, but it's acceptable to me. So Rocket has earnings. They're probably going to report any minute now. So this is going to be the first time I'm seeing it. I'm going to see it live and give my opinion. And then if we got time, we'll do some quick analysis on Microvision, Ocugen, and Vaxart. Been talking about those the past couple of days, but got some pretty big movement in those stocks today. So if we got time, we'll get to that. And then finally, we'll get to the YOLOs, everyone's favorite part. So, let's do it, guys. Let's go. Okay. Boom. TD. All right. So, Dow Jones is up 0.28%. The Nasdaq is down 0.3%. And the S&P 500 is up 0.07%. Little bit of a sell-off in the end of the day there. S&P was up a little bit more. So, let's see what we got. Well, Apple is up 0.2%. A little bit of movement. Man, Apple needs to do something. Airbnb is down 3.89%. AMC is down 2.34%. AMD is down 1%. ASO, which is Academy Sports and Outdoors, meme stock that got short squeezed, I want to say like a month ago. Not too long ago, but it seems like more shorts are covering their position today. That is up 8%. Alibaba down 0.5%. BTX. A few people have that, or I've seen some chatter about that, but it's not too popular. But that's down 22% today. Been getting slammed the last 2 days. What else we got here? Clover, that's down 2.43%. Coinbase is down 2.73%. A lot of stuff down today, especially tech. The Nasdaq is down. Of course, tech is still getting slaughtered. We got Corsair, the gaming company. That's pretty popular now. There's a lot of chatter about Corsair on Wall Street Bets. Really interesting. But that's up 4.34%. Maybe I'll do a DD on that if I have more time on the weekend or later on. DoorDash is down 5%. DraftKings is up 0.09%. A little bit of a gain there, kind of sideways. Wow. EDR, Endeavor, that is the company that owns the UFC. That is down 6.8%. Pretty rough there. Okay. I was thinking about getting involved with that, but I didn't want to get in so early, but If it keeps pulling back like this, I might take a position. Who knows? I'm a big fan of the UFC. I think MMA is a growing sport and has a lot of potential in the future. So I'm gonna keep an eye on that. EDR. Express, which is a meme stock, that's up 10%. Seems like shorts are covering. Facebook is down 1.05%. Fubo is down 4.66%. GME down 0.78%. Google is up 0.34%. What else we got here? Kraft Heinz, that's up 0.26%. Mind Medicine, popular stock of late, that's down 0.89%. Had a pretty good run yesterday. Alright, what else we got? Microvision, down 6%. Neo is down 0.58%. I guess I'll take it. You know, earlier in the day it was like negative 2 point something percent. So, recovered a little bit towards the end of the day. I guess I'll take it. Better than nothing. Man, tech needs to do something. This is crazy. Nvidia up 0.75%. Ocugen, which I've been talking about past couple of days, that is down 12.8%. Quite honestly, I didn't know it would fall that much, but I did think it would pull back, but I didn't think it'd pull back this much. I mean, I'm not surprised, but man, sorry for everyone who FOMO'd in the top. That's rough. Okay. Look at that. Playboy is down 9.35%. A little bit of a pullback. It's been on an insane run. Insane run. Playboy. I don't know why it's not talked about more. You would figure that's like a meme stock, right? I don't even know how they make money, but that thing is blowing up. Palantir is down 2.26%. Sorry for all my Palantards out there. I'm with you guys. I know it hurts, but just hang in there. We will have our day. Peloton. We'll talk about that in a second. Down 14.56% today. Yeah, disgusting. That comes on some news that dropped today, so we'll get to that soon. What else we got here? Skills, another meme stock. Kathy Wood likes it. That's down 8.73%. Snapchat down 3.07%. Virgin Galactic, that's down 4.13%. Tilray is down 1.24%. Tesla is down 0.39%. Twitter is, man, Twitter got hammered yesterday, I think, but it's still going down. That's down 1.54%. Under Armour having a very nice day. It's up almost 7%. Viacom down 2.16%. I don't know what's going on there. Well, the earnings are tomorrow. But man, this thing has not been moving like everyone thought it would. But hey, I'm in there for the long term. And we got Vaxart down 15.75%. Disgusting. Ouch. Sorry for everyone holding Vaxart. I mean, that's pretty much it. Workhorse is down 2%. Let's take a look at the dollar. The dollar is not doing so good today. Not doing so good. It's down versus every major currency pair except for the euro. Okay, and now let's quickly take a look at some crypto. What's going on in crypto today? All right, Bitcoin, pretty nice, up 4.6%. Ether is up 1.2%. Binance up 2.3%. Wow, Dogecoin pulled back. I looked at Dogecoin earlier today. It was at like 60 something. So, but it's still up 5%. It's pushing. It looks like there's a resistance around, or support around 60 cents. Pretty ridiculous to me. As a rational investor, this is extremely ridiculous. But it seems like this is because Elon Musk is going to be on SNL on Saturday, and I mean, I don't know why you would buy this leading up to that. Maybe because people are anticipating him talking about Dogecoin on national television, hoping that it's gonna send Doge to the moon, which it might, quite honestly. I don't know. Anything goes nowadays. Watch, he's gonna talk about Dogecoin. This thing's going to $1. And Elon Musk said he's literally sending Dogecoin to the moon, whatever that means. So, anyway, yeah, Dogecoin. Incredible. XRP is up 11%. Cardano up 13%. Wow, Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is up 40%. I guess it's starting to be accepted and adopted. Like, I guess the Bitcoin fees are just too high. No one wants to pay $20 anymore. $25 to send a transaction. Litecoin is up 15.6%. Chainlink up 2.8%. Look at that. Ether Classic. Whoa. Why are these forks mooning? This doesn't make much sense. Ether Classic? Wow. That's up 44% today. Incredible. I couldn't tell you why. But that is interesting. It's not like Ether has high fees. Not like Bitcoin. Neo is up 9.42%. And Monero up 3%. So, yeah, overall pretty good day for crypto. Recovering from its pullback. Ethereum running hot. And Dogecoin running hot. Okay. Now. Wow, I didn't even show that. Whatever. I didn't even show the man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta pay attention more. But anyway, I'm not gonna do that again. This is just crypto. It's not going in the video, I don't think. So crypto doing pretty good today. Okay. Now let's get to the news. Let's get to Peloton. Let me move my face here. Okay. So, this was breaking news today. Let's talk about Peloton. Gonna spend a good amount of time talking about Peloton here. So, let's go over this. Peloton recalling all treadmills after reports of injuries. 1 death. Key points. Peloton announced Wednesday voluntary recalls of both its Tread Plus and treadmill machines over safety concerns. The company is advising customers who already have the products to immediately stop using it and contact Peloton for a full refund. CEO John Foley apologized for not cooperating with the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission sooner. So, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but to summarize, if you guys don't know already, Peloton has come under some heat recently because of their treadmills. Apparently, there's been a lot of injuries with children and pets in particular. And there was a video with a kid getting pulled under the treadmill and having a hard time getting out of there. So Peloton has gotten a lot of backlash for this, and initially they didn't do anything about it. They just said, well, there's a warning on it, and they didn't think it'd be a big deal. But now we see this. Now they're recalling all of their treadmills, and they're taking the advice of the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, who recommended that they recall their treadmills, and they didn't do it at first, and now they are. So the CEO acknowledges that they made a mistake by not recalling the treadmill sooner. So, because of this, show here. Because of this, Peloton is down 14.56% today. Yeah, so sorry to everyone who has Peloton. That is pretty rough. But now what? Now this creates a buying opportunity, right? So let's briefly go over. Well, all right, straight up, right off the bat, I think this is a great opportunity to buy Peloton, and I'll get into all the reasons why. But as a wise man once said, where is it? Where's my meme? As a wise man once said, buy the effing dip. He didn't really say that, but it'd be funny if he did. So, I think you guys should buy the dip. And let's get into it. So, let's take a look at the company itself first of all. Let's take a look at Peloton. Okay, so here's their website. Let's just take a look at their products. So look, they got bikes. They got the Peloton Bike and the Peloton Bike Plus. They got the Peloton Tread and the Peloton Tread Plus. And these are the machines that got recalled today. Apparently there were like issues with the tablet, the screen. Some of those fell off. There were concerns about that. And there were concerns about the gap on the bottom between the floor and the treadmill being too wide and stuff getting caught under there. Like the child did. And then, and in addition to their hardware, wait for this to load. So in addition to their hardware, in addition to their bike, in addition to their bike and their treadmill, they also offer classes. So we can see all the classes they offer here. They got strength, running, cycling, yoga, meditation, cardio, stretching, walking, bike boot camp, tread boot camp, Pilates, and bear. I don't know how you pronounce that. So the machines are pretty expensive. I'm not sure exactly how much all of them cost, but it's in like the thousands of dollars. I think around like $5,000 for one of them. So kind of expensive. And in addition to that, you can pay for classes. So, I mean, quite honestly, I'm not quite sure why you would pay for a running class, or a cycling class, or a meditation class, or a stretching class, or a walking class. Like, do you really need to pay for that? I can run and walk by myself and cycle just fine, I think, and meditate. I can see, like, for yoga and strength, sure, you can make a case. Yes, you need a personal trainer, or it's nice to have a personal trainer. So, not quite sure how much the classes cost, but I know they're not cheap either. Overall, Peloton is a pretty expensive service. Well, for their products and their services. It's not cheap. I haven't used one. I want to. Seems pretty cool. I want to try it out. But I mean, I don't really do cardio. You know, I'm kind of skinny, so I don't need to do cardio. So I wouldn't get the bike or the treadmill. But I'd be interested if maybe trying out a strength class. That'd be pretty cool. Okay. All right, so now let's take a look at the chart. Okay, so let me move my head here. Here, close this. So here is the 1 day, 1 year chart, and we can see that there was a high of $171, and it has since pulled back to 82.62. So that's over 50% drop. And we see this big red candle here. That's for today. Huge sell-off today, amid the bad news. So if we look down here at the RSI, follow my cursor. Well, first of all, incredible volume today. Incredible volume. Over 80 million in volume. I believe that's the second highest volume day in the past year. Just behind, what is this? Just behind September 11th. So on September 11th was the highest volume day in the past year. Today's second highest volume day, but just behind it. And if we look down at the RSI currently sits at about 26. And if you guys keep up with my videos, I always constantly preach every single investor should be using the RSI because it is such a simple but yet effective tool. Easy to learn. All it is if it goes over 70, if the RSI goes over 70, that indicates overbought and overvalued, and you might want to consider dumping. And if it goes under 30, that indicates oversold and undervalued, and you might want to consider buying. So right now, Peloton is sitting, the RSI is sitting at 26, so that's under 30. So what does that tell us? That tells us this is a good opportunity to buy. Now, I wouldn't jump in like right now at this moment. You can, honestly, you can make the argument right now at 60 or at around $83. This is a very, very fair price. A lot of people on CNBC were saying buy. Personally, I wouldn't jump in just yet. I think there's some more selling to go. So what I would do is and I might do this, all right? Depending on how the next couple of trading sessions go, but I'm pretty bullish on Peloton. And I think setting a buy order at 72.50 would be good, and then setting another buy order at around around 58 would be good. So there's possibly going to be more pullback. If it comes down to 72.5, I'm really going to consider buying this. And if it drops down to 58, that is, just my opinion, that is most definitely a buy at that price. And I don't think it's going to go lower than that, but if it does, it could go back to around 38. And if it goes to the upside, the next line of support would be about 95, 118, 127, 138, and then the high of 171. Let's talk about the financials very quickly. Where's my... earnings. Okay. So, move my head. So, here is the Peloton earnings, historical earnings, and we have another earnings tomorrow on Thursday, May 6th. So, if we just look at the earnings, right? Let's start with 2019. Estimate EPS was 40. Actual was 129. I'm not gonna read you all of the stats here, but you can look at it yourself. For the most part, this company has been absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it. Look at this. For the most part, it's blowing EPS out of the water every single quarter, and it's blowing the revenues out of the water every single quarter. It's not just beating the EPS and revenues, it's completely blowing it out of the water here. Really the only time it missed, the only time it missed is Q2 of 2020. The estimated EPS for that was 32 cents and the actual was 20 cents. And they still beat on revenue. So that was the only, you can't even say that's a bad quarter, but that was the only like subpar quarter that Peloton has had so far. Now, tomorrow, would you expect anything different? No, tomorrow, and I'm just speculating, right? We'll see tomorrow what the actual numbers is, or what the actual numbers are, but there's an estimated EPS of 11 cents, and by all indications, it looks like the actual EPS and revenues are going to be higher than the estimated. So, in summary, this company is doing very, very well financially. You know, look at this. It's pulling in, what is this? You know, it's pulling in upwards over $1 billion now. That is fantastic. That is fantastic. $1 billion in revenue a quarter. That is very impressive. Now, there you can make the argument, well, a lot of these numbers were boosted because of the pandemic. You know, everyone is locked up inside. They got nothing to do. They're trapped in their house. So what else are you going to do? Buy Peloton, right? And yeah, okay. I can get behind that. Sure. Valid argument. And I can see that, yeah, okay, maybe when everything reopens, maybe numbers are going to drop a little bit, but there's no mistake about it. Peloton is here to stay. Peloton is for real, and it is here to stay. And a lot of people like it. A lot of people like the products. They're buying the products, and they're using the classes. So, all right, let's go back. So we put all of that together. Very good products. very good services, very strong financials, and it's only getting beat. Stock is only getting beat down recently because of this negative publicity. This bad news. Very unfortunate what happened to that child and other children and pets. We never want that. But I have no doubt that Peloton is going to recover from this. They're doing the right thing by recalling their products and making improvements, fixing them, reimbursing customers, and improving their products to be more safe. So, yeah, at this price, at $83, I would say this is a very reasonable price to go ahead and put a buy in. I personally think there's still a little more to go, a little more selling to go, and I think it's very possible that we hit new levels of support. So I'm going to hold off on this personally for right now, but I'm looking at this. I'm keeping my eye on this. This is looking really, really juicy to me right now. Very tempting. I was tempted to go in today, but, did a little research. I think it's better if I hold off a little bit. And I don't say buy stuff very often on this channel, right? Up until this point, it's always been sell, 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 sell. But this one right here, this is looking like a great opportunity to buy. Not financial advice, but I'm showing you the data, showing you the financials, showing you the charts, showing you the news. This looks like a great opportunity here. So, I am going to keep my eye on this, see if I can get in at a very good price, and I would recommend that you guys keep an eye on this too. Peloton is a great company. And this is a good opportunity here to make some money. I'm not long Peloton. I probably wouldn't hold Peloton for years, but you can if you want. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. I have no doubt that in the long term, Peloton will do great. But personally, I wouldn't hold on to this long term. But I would definitely look to swing trade this. You can make some pretty good money here, by buying in the low right here and cashing out when it goes back up. Because it definitely will at some point. This is just a setback for Peloton. And, again, as a wise man once said, buy the effing dip. That's how he got so rich. All the paper hands. Right now, what we're seeing, paper hands. Right? Paper hands. So, be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy, right? One of the oldest sayings in the world. Well, one of the oldest sayings in the stock market. All right, so that's Peloton. Let's take a look at Rocket. All right, so give me a second here, guys. I gotta see what the earnings for Rocket are. Okay. So, the EPS of Rocket is 89 cents per share. And the expected was 90 cents. So they missed by 1 cent, not by much. So they did pretty good. They did, oh God, look at that in after. Look at that in after hours. I didn't even see that. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't be laughing, but I mean, I kind of knew this was going to happen, right? That's just how it goes nowadays. Good earnings, stock tanks. Bad earnings, stock moons. Doesn't make sense, but that's how it goes these days. So I was kind of expecting this. That's why I try to tell you guys, you can't put too much weight in catalysts. You can't, you shouldn't be loading the boat on a catalyst. Like, I mean, it kind of makes sense if you think about it, but in reality, you're gonna get burned, but that just comes with more experience, Really, that's what the whole buying the rumor, selling the news is. So we see some selling the news here, and it's down pretty big. It's coming down to $20 right now. Pretty disgusting. Well, the revenue went up. They beat revenues. The estimated revenue was 4.28 billion, and the actual was 4.58 billion. So they barely missed on the EPS, and they beat on revenue. And what happens? It is down 11%. Oh man, I know there's a lot of apes. After this, I'm gonna go into Wall Street Bets, and I just want to see all the apes crying. Again, Rocket's not a bad company. Rocket's it's a legitimate company. The owner or the chairman of Rocket, very rich man, very successful businessman, Dan Gilbert, owns the Cleveland Cavaliers. And you see Rocket Mortgage commercials everywhere. It's a successful company. But this just goes to show again, you guys shouldn't put too much emphasis on catalysts. In fact, you should probably do the opposite of what the crowd is doing, right? So, while everyone is saying, load the boat, load the boat, load the boat, earnings coming up, what you really should be doing is selling. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news. And we see that here. Once again, we've seen many examples of this. Every time earnings comes out, earnings smash, stock goes down. Earnings miss, stock goes up. So, sorry to everyone who's getting killed in Rocket right now, but we live and learn, right? We got to use this to better ourselves as traders and to not make the same mistakes again. So, let me just take a look at Rocket here. $20? Wow. So it might fill this gap here. Interesting. This might come back down to like 1990. Because there is a gap at 1990. That is very interesting. Okay. Well, I would say it looks like there could be more selling to go. So if you guys are bullish on Rocket, and I'm personally not, I mean, I'm not bearish either. I'm indifferent about Rocket. I think it's a pretty good company fundamentally. But if I were to buy this, if I wanted to buy this, if I were bullish, I would put in buy orders at $18.30. And I don't think it's going to go lower than that. But if it does, then I'd put in another buy order at $16.75. If it does move to the upside, next line of resistance would be around $23, $26, and then $29. I don't think it's going past that, but yeah, Rocket getting slammed today after earnings. A lot of people were expecting a moonshot after earnings. I really don't know why. You see everything else in the market tanking after great earnings. I don't know why it'd be any different here. So, sorry to everyone who had Rocket. But, you know what that means? I expect a lot of lost porn. I want to see that lost porn. Show me the lost porn. I want to review it. Alright, that's enough for Rocket. Damn, I'm gonna mute for a second. Okay, so this is gonna be a lot of fun knowing after just learning that Rocket is getting slammed after hours, after earnings, because I had a lot of Rocket YOLOs picked out for today. So, let's do it. This is going to be a lot of fun. Alright. This is by Sir Jackalot. He says, Rocket YOLO update, May 5th, 2021. Finally back to break even with dividend. 1 hour, 10 minutes until earnings. Yeah. I bet you couldn't wait for that. So, this is a stock YOLO, and again, I usually don't do stock YOLOs because to me that's not really a YOLO, right? A real YOLO is options, all or nothing. But when the amount is this high, then it's worth taking a look at. So, I don't know what his initial investment was. It seems like it was $1.7 million. So this guy's really bullish on Rocket, or he's just rich. So he says he just got back to break even. So after today, yeah, he's down again. So let's just do some quick math. So it was down like 10%. So says he's up 44K here. More like down 130K now after this gets updated. Yep, good. So, really not much to say here. This guy will be okay. It's not options. And probably it'll come back up at some point. Rocket's a legitimate company. Strong fundamentals. But this just goes to show, again, you guys shouldn't put too much emphasis on catalysts. More often than not, it's not going to go the way that you thought it was going to go. So, this was a YOLO, now a loss. A loss of about $130,000. That's just some quick math off the top of my head. So, Sir Jackalot, sorry for your loss. But I think you'll be fine, man. You're a millionaire. I think you'll be okay. But still hurts, I know. So sorry for your loss, Sir Jackalot. But I appreciate the post. This is very entertaining. And, not financial advice, but I'm sure if you just hold on, you'll be fine, man. You'll make your money back. Okay. This one is by Ram Dizzle. He says $1 million Rocket YOLO earnings play. Let's effing go. Rocket emojis. Well, so, I mean, he says it's a $1 million YOLO, and he's a combination of shares and calls here. We're only going to discuss the calls. So, he has 375 call options for May 7th, Friday. So, this expires in 2 days, 2 trading sessions, at the $24 strike. Now, he doesn't post how much money he spent on these calls, but I'm assuming it's in the couple 100,000. And now Rocket is at $20. So to get to 24 in 2 days, that would be a 20% gain that this guy would need. Not looking too good. That's looking very unlikely. So, what's the move here? Yeah, bro. Cut. It's not happening. I mean, I'm sure he took a pretty nasty L today anyway, but no, this is a few $100,000 here. And you're a millionaire, so it probably doesn't hurt too much, but still a lot of money. So my personal advice, and I'm sure most rational people would tell you the same thing, is to cut this one. Cut the weeklies, cut the FDs, unless you want to lose a lot more money. And again, I keep telling you guys, stop buying FDs. FDs are no good. You may hit one occasionally here and there. You may hit your lottery ticket, but in the long term, this is not a winning strategy. And you should especially not buy FDs ahead of a catalyst like this. So, hope everyone can learn something from this. So, sorry for your loss, Ram Dizzle. You still got shares, so not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, these options are done. Cut it, man, and just move on. But this guy will be fine. He's a millionaire. So, thank you for posting, Ram Dizzle. Appreciate it. Sorry for the loss. Look forward to an update. Oops, wrong button. All right, this one is by John Andre 3000. He says, Rocket either goes up tomorrow or they don't get my mortgage payment for the next few months. Win-win. Yeah, I don't think it works like that, bro. You can just uninstall Robinhood. Yeah, you could do that, but obviously it's a joke. But, bro, you should make your mortgage payments unless you want your house foreclosed on. That wouldn't be fun, right? For all you apes, and I'm sure I don't even have to say this, but if you have to choose between paying your mortgage or YOLOing, you should probably pay your mortgage. You should probably pay your mortgage. I don't know how serious this guy was, but anyway. So, he has 100 contracts, 100 call options, expiring on Friday, May 7th, in 2 days, for the $21 strike price. And this is a $20,000 YOLO, 20K YOLO. So this one's pretty tough because it's at 20 bucks currently. And to get to 21, that's a 5% gain in 2 days, which is definitely possible considering like how much it tanked today. There could be a pretty big or a pretty decent recovery tomorrow and Friday. So this very well could finish in the money, but should you let it ride? Probably not. Probably not. Not sure how much these contracts are worth now, but at this point, logically, it would be better just to cut the losses and save some money rather than risk it all. Then you might be homeless. So, that's what I would personally do, and it's not financial advice, but it looks like, yeah, that's what I would do. I would just cut it here and move on. Because this is getting really, really scary. Like right at the money. More likely to finish out of the money than in the money. So that's probably the smartest thing to do. Just cut losses. Take this L. Move on. Again. Just like I said on the last guy. What do we learn here? Don't buy FDs, guys. Please don't buy FDs. You see what happens when you buy FDs. It usually doesn't work. And I'm happy when it does, but it usually doesn't work. So, long term, not a great strategy. So, thank you for posting, John Andre 3000. Hope this works out for you. Not sure what you're going to do, but I hope it works out for you. And please post updates. All right, we got 3 more. Okay. Another rocket. This is by League Lonster. He says, Godspeed, Rocket YOLO. So he has shares and contracts here, but we're just going to talk about the options. Don't really care too much about the shares. But he does have 75K in shares, so pretty bullish here. So let's take a look at the options. So this looks like a 10K YOLO for options. He has 80 call options expiring May 7th, Friday, 2 days, at the $22.50 strike price. So similar to the last guy, except even less of a chance to finish in the money. So straightforward. Same advice I would give. Just cut. To make $22.50 in 2 days, that would be over a 10% increase that you would need. So not very likely. Possible, but not very likely. So the logical, smartest thing to do here is just to cut the losses, and move on. Not sure what the value is worth now, but probably still got a couple $1,000s in value. Take your money, take the L, move on. That's the smartest thing to do. And he still has, well, it's not 75K anymore, but probably like 68K around there in shares. So you're fine, bro. You're fine. Eventually the stock will recover for Rocket. It's a legitimate, good company with good fundamentals. So, yeah, in terms of the options, just cut, move on. So, sorry for your loss, League Lonster, and thank you for posting. Very entertaining. and look forward to an update. Okay. All right, so that's it for Rocket. Let's move on to some others. This one is by Himalayan Goat Effer. Himalayan Goat Effer. He says, strategy, toss it. All in AMD. Rocket ship. All right. So this appears to be a 53K YOLO, $53,000 YOLO. He has 335 call options for May 14th. So next Friday, about a week out, little more than a week out. And that is for the $79 strike. Let me check what AMD is very quickly. Okay, so AMD is at $78 right now. So this is very, very close. This is cutting it very close. This is getting real iffy. A little less than at the money. I mean, this has a really good chance of working out. But this is real close. Well, first of all, again, guys, don't buy FDs. Please don't buy FDs. Because when you do, you put yourself in bad situations like this, where you got to make tough calls. Because what do you do here? This is pretty tough. Personally, what I would do, I'd probably let this ride until Monday. See what tomorrow does. See what Friday does. And maybe see what Monday does. If it continues to go up, if it moves to the upside, then you can justify holding on to this through expiration. But if it starts to sell off, and it starts moving to the downside, you got to cut, man. This is a lot of money. It's over 50K. A lot of money. You don't want to lose all of this on an FD like this. That would be absolutely disgusting. So, I think that's the move. Hold on to this for a couple more days and reevaluate next week. If it moves to the upside, you can justify holding. If it moves to the downside, you got to cut. So, thank you for posting Himalayan Goat Effer. I really hope this works for you. This is as close as it gets. Hope AMD goes up. Thank you for posting. Good luck. And I look forward to an update. Okay, last one. This is by It Wasn't Me, 413. He says, still like this silly stock. No idea why. And just made my transfer out of Robinhood to Schwab. So now it'll probably moon. Science. Of course. It's like the Bogandov meme, you know, the with the call and he sold or he bought, take it. I gotta put that meme on here. I don't have it, but I gotta put that on my show. Anyway, let's see what he has. So this is GME. Wow. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna discuss the shares, but that is pretty noteworthy. Has 266K worth of shares right there, so seems like he's very bullish on this. But let's just look at the options. So this was a 50K YOLO in options. He has 23 calls Oh, no, he doesn't. Well, he's only showing some of his calls. He's not showing all of his options. Let me do some quick math. Here. What was that? 20.55. Okay, so he has 11 calls for May 14th, next Friday, so a little more than a week out. For GME at the 145 strike. And what is GME at? $160. So GME is at 160. So this is in the money. So I'm not quite sure why he's down so much, unless he bought in the money calls and it's going down. Because it appears that this is going to finish in the money, but he's still going to lose money. That's pretty weird. So I'm assuming that he just bought in the money calls here. And that's not a strategy I typically use. I don't really like that strategy. I think it's kind of scared. And if you're going to buy call options, you got to do it the right way. But respect to everyone who does do it that way. Nothing wrong with that. It's more conservative, more safe. But you know, that's pretty nasty when your options finish in the money, but you're still losing money. That's not supposed to happen. So, I mean, I guess you just let it ride. What else are you supposed to do here? I mean, actually, it's unlikely, but this could finish out of the money if a GME goes down like 10%. That would be disgusting. If GME goes down 10% and this finish is worthless. I mean, not really much to say here other than I guess let it run, let it ride, and just take the L. And if it gets real close to 145, you got to dump. Because at that point, you're going to lose everything. So, I wouldn't have done this to start with, but it is what it is. So, that's the move. Let this one ride. If it gets too close to the strike, then dump. This looks like it's going to be an L either way. This is pretty tough here. So, but he still has a lot of shares, so, and a lot of money. So, he'll be fine. So, it wasn't me, 413. Thank you for posting. Sorry for your loss up to this point. It's not over yet, but it's looking like an L. Hope this works out for you. And I'm really curious to see what you're going to do with this. So, I look forward to an update on this. Alright, guys, and that is the show for today. Thank you, everyone, for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe. And if you enjoy my content and want to support my channel, please check out my Patreon. And just a reminder, I'm giving away this Xbox Series S. Contest ends on Friday in 2 days. So if you want to enter the contest, I will link the video down below in the description. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. Not financial advice. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everyone.
My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold then. My mother told me someday I will buy rockets with doubloons off to distant moons, shoot up past the stars, noble ship I steer, steady course to the haven. Hold, brothers, hold, then hold, sisters, hold then.